Hi, my name is Mary Coolidge with Portland Audubon, and I'm here to talk to you today about birds hitting windows. We know that up to 1 billion birds die every year in North America from hitting a window, and most of those are at residential homes or low-rise commercial buildings, especially if the windows reflect trees or vegetation, or there are other bird attractants like bird feeders nearby. Birds just don't understand windows as a solid object. They either see reflections of sky and trees in glass as a mirage, or they see habitat on the other side of transparent glass and they try to fly into it. Either way, they're going to collide with the glass. Some birds may recover from a collision, but unfortunately, most don't. Even if they survive the initial collision, they're very likely to fly someplace else and die there. And we've already lost about 30% of our North American migratory bird populations. So we know that our birds are in trouble. So what can we do? Well, we can start by moving bird feeders to within a couple of feet of our windows. This helps reduce the momentum that birds have in flight if they've been spooked off of a feeder and headed toward our windows. Having screens on all of your windows is probably one of the simplest and least expensive things you can do to reduce collisions at home. This helps dampen the reflection that birds see as they approach the window. It also helps buffer them if they run into the window anyway, and it keeps insects out of your house. We can also apply patterns to the glass. The objective of patterns on the glass is to alert birds that there's a barrier there that they can't fly through. This is commonly called the 2x4 rule, which means that horizontal markers like lines, for example, need to be spaced no more than 2 inches apart, and vertical markers need to be spaced no more than 4 inches apart in order to deter birds from hitting the glass. You can also do creative things like draw on your windows using paint pens. You can use oil-based paint pens or tempera paint pens. You can order paracord curtains that are custom made for your particular window dimensions, or you can make them yourself out of paracord that you pick up at your local hardware store. Decals can work, but only if they're spaced really quite densely. There are dot patterns that cover the entire window without interrupting the view out or in. There are films that have parallel stripes that can run either vertically or horizontally, and there are custom films that you can use on your windows. You can find lots more information about products and DIY projects that you can do on your own home windows at our website at audubonportland.org. And thank you so much for helping take care of our birds.